What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Check it out, man. I want to hit y'all with this one. We got to stop looking at people and expecting them to be things to us that we are not even to them. We want somebody to be perfect. We want somebody to be honorable. We want somebody to be keeping it real and honest and all these different things. But a lot of the times, the things we requiring of people, we don't even do it ourselves. And it looks real bad. It looks real hypocritical, I guess if that's the best word I can think of, to demand and put pressure on folks about things and that you don't even do. And it applies in all walks of life, all the way across the board. It applies in your marriages and relationships. It applies in your friendships, and it applies with people do that with their own children. Now, when you think about friendships, you have situations where you are not a loyal friend at all. You know, you won't loan your partner no money when they need it. They can't come and stay with you a little while if they get in a bad way. They can't depend on you if they stranded somewhere. None of these things that you would do. You won't do any of these things for them, but the second that you're in a situation, you require those things of them. And if they are unable to do it, even with good intentions to do it, you'll find a way to paint them as being a disloyal friend. Paint them as, well, man, you ain't really down with me or whatever it is. And never, ever, ever looking in the mirror at your own self and the things that we will accuse somebody, the ways that we would accuse somebody of being, that we are absolutely the same way, you know. So it speaks to a selfish mindset and a selfish way of thinking when you can say, "Hey, this is how you should be towards me at all times. I require this high standard of friendship, this high standard of whatever, but nobody can require that back of you, nor do you even have the awareness, the self-awareness to understand that you are nothing like or very little like you are expecting somebody else to be." And like I say, people do it with their own children because they'll say some terrible things to their children. They will downgrade and downrate their own children and tell them how worthless they are, tell them how trifling they are, tell them how they not going to be this, not going to be that, and tell them how they falling short and you ain't this or whatever, and not looking around at their own life, not looking at the fact that maybe you have not even set an example that your child could look at to say, okay, I need to strive to be that. And even if you did, then it still comes a point where it's not good to talk that way about your child. But usually some of the main culprits of people who are talking really, really bad and destroying the self-esteem of their own children are people who have failed miserably in life. You the parent, you've been here way longer than they have. You've had way more chances to get it right than they have. And you telling some 8-year-old or some 15-year-old how much of a failure and whatever it is that they are in life, you know. So that's what I mean. You holding folks to a standard that you don't even live up to yourself. And in relationships, we do the same thing. You know, we have these incredible requirements of what this is how my woman needs to be. This is how my dude needs to be. He got to do this. He got to have that. he better be already on this level. He got to be driving this. He can't have this. They already got a whole grocery list laid out of how the other person is supposed to be. But when you look at that list of expectations they have of the other person compared to where they are in their own life, then they paper ain't got hardly nothing on it. There's nothing on your paper. Because you want it all. You want all of the benefits, but you're not willing to provide any benefits. So there's a lack of balance in your own mind. Because again, it's a selfishness. It's a lack of self-awareness. It's all these things that create this imbalance in your mind where you feel like you are worthy and deserving of all of these qualities to be bestowed upon you by somebody else. When again, they don't benefit from any of those qualities because they don't exist in you. So before you get to the point where you start putting these heavy requirements and these heavy demands on anybody in your life, in all facets of life, you start doing that, then before you start doing that, you better make sure that your character, your moves, and your ways are comparable to that very thing that you are expecting. Otherwise, you're never going to get what you think you deserve to get until you understand that you really don't deserve it yet. I ain't saying you can't get there, but not right now. All right, man, it's your big brother, K-Rino. I also want y'all to do me a favor, man. I want y'all to go to the Underground Dialogue podcast and check out the latest episode that just aired last night with the homie D Gotti from Rec Shop Records. Man, it was a good one. So y'all make sure y'all migrate over there after you get through watching this video and check us out. All right, I'll catch y'all later real soon. Peace.